When you are invited by someone to a wedding banquet, do not sit at a place of honor, in case someone more distinguished than you has been invited by your host. And the host who invited both of you may come and say to you, "Give this person your place," and then in disgrace you would start to take the lowest place. But when you arrive, go and sit down at the lowest place, so when your host comes, he may say to you, "Friend, move up higher." Then you will be honored in the presence of all who sit at the table with you. For whoever exalts himself will be humbled, and whoever humbles himself will be exalted. So, what is Jesus telling us in this weekend's gospel? Why does he tell us to take the lowest place? Why, in the first reading, do we hear the importance of being humble? In Sirach, it says, "My child, perform your tasks with humility. Then you will be loved by God who accepts them." The greater you are, the more humble you must make yourself. Well, humility means that we know who we are, right? We don't have an exaggerated sense of self in terms of how bad we are or about how good we are, but we know that we're beloved children of God. We acknowledge the good that God does through us. And the Lord wants us to stay at that level. Once we're there, then again, we provide a better witness to who Christ is. But when Jesus was looking at the people that were vying for the better places at the dinner table, they were doing it for the wrong reasons. Right? So the Lord says, take the lowest place because that's where he is. Jesus took the lowest place when he came into the world. In fact, the lowest place was the cross. And Jesus is often missed by many people in this world because oftentimes his presence is more greatly discerned in those that are excluded, the marginalized, the poor, and those that are suffering. And as Pope Francis says, especially the elderly who are often rejected instead of being celebrated and revered for their wisdom. So we ask God for that grace to be truly humble, to recognize who we are, the goodness that God has given to us through his presence within us and in other people, and not seek so much the acclaim of our brothers and sisters, because we know opinions change like the weather. But what matters is that we have, as the second reading tells us, we have a cloud of witnesses who are praying for us so that we can be one with him in the life to come. God bless you and see you on Sunday. Now, just one brief announcement. We're going to start a Bible study which begins on Wednesday, September the 22nd. It runs for 5 weeks from 7 to 8:15 p.m. If you're interested, you can email us at formation@holyrosary.ca. And it's a 5-week program where I'm going to explain the Gospels, the Synoptic Gospels, Matthew, Mark, and Luke. And I'm going to explain about how we received the Gospels and their importance in helping us to know who Jesus is and to live his message. See you on Sunday.